Everybody, I got a nice surprise.
Hi.
My wife is gonna be the one answering the questions. We're gonna answer them together. So first, she's gonna answer it, and then I'm gonna answer it. A little loophole, right?
Yeah.
So today's question, the first question that I'm gonna have her answer is, babe, if you had to teach something, what would you teach?
I would teach communications. I think we live in a world where it's so important that we develop new and different and unique methods for how we're communicating with people. And I think that needs to start at an early age. And so if I could, I would teach people different ways to communicate so that they can connect with different audiences in order to change the world.
I think that's a really good answer. I'm not here to try to top her answer,
Can't tell my
but
answer.
but I hope that my answer is just as good. So, if I could teach something, I think I would teach the belief in oneself. I think that in this world today, that we don't take chances on ourselves like we should. I think that we let people take away the idea of greatness that we have in our heart and make it smaller. They minimize it. I think that at an early age, that you should be told that you can do whatever you want to do. And that should be encouraged even as adults, because the fact is, we're in developing stages at an early age, but at a certain point, we're able to put, a head down and actually get the work done as adults. So that's the best time in our lives to actually try to live out those dreams and those beliefs that we have within ourselves. So I would love to be able to teach confidence in oneself and teach a person to just take whatever belief they have and internalize it and make it the dream come true. Make the dream come true. Yeah.
That was good, babe. I'm not gonna lie, that was good.
All right. So the next question is, what would you regret not fully doing, being, or having in your life?
I regret not having you in my life.
I am in your life.
I would regret it if you weren't.
Oh.
So that's obvious. I think I would regret also if I let fear take over me and limit my ability to be able to have visions and actually bring those visions to life. I think that there are a lot of people out there who have things that they want to do and they struggle to bring those things out because they're afraid about whether or not someone will perceive it a certain way or all the energy that it will take or whether or not they can actually really manifest their visions. And I don't subscribe to that, or at least I try not to. And I think if I lived a life of fear, I would live a life of regret.
All right. So, all right. One of the biggest things I will regret not being is becoming the patriarch of my family. So my grandfather was the patriarch of my family. He was the person that was highly revered. He was looked at as the person that was the foundation of who we are as a family, of the McLeod family. Because I lived with him, I had the opportunity to be exposed to all different types of family members from near and far. And it gave me a strong sense of what family meant, a strong sense of self. So if I don't become that, I would regret it because I think that it's something that's in me to do. And I think that he taught me all the ways that it should be done. So if I don't get to that point, I will regret it. So I am working towards it. As far as regretfully doing, I would regret it if I'm not able to impact my family, as far as motivation is concerned, as much as I impact the people outside of my house. I feel like if I can't I'm sorry, my wife doesn't like it when I say empower.
We're all empowered, right? We're all empowered.
Hey, comment below.
We're all empowered.
So
we have it in us.
She likes me to say amplified.
Yes.
If I'm not able to amplify what my son, my daughter, my wife have in them, me doing it outside of my household is not going to be as fulfilling if I can't do it within my household. So I'm still working on that. And then the last thing, what will I regret not having? I will regret not having the time to spend with my family that they deserve. In a world where there's opportunities to work a ton, to do so many things outside of your family, we sometimes forget that your family is your foundation, is your ground, and you have to treat it well, take care of it, nourish it. Because without your family, or whoever you may call your family, doesn't necessarily have to be your wife, your children. It could be your sister, your brother, whatever stage in your life that you're in. Whatever you call your foundation, it could even be friends. Whatever is your foundation, you need to make sure you treat it as such and cherish it and spend time with it.
I'm your family.
You are my family.
Yeah.
So the last question of today, are you holding on to something that you should let go of?
Why don't you go first?
No.
I've been going first.
Ladies first. I'm very respectful. Chivalrous.
Oh my God.
Not dead. My mama taught me well.
Oh my goodness. Yes. If I'm being transparent, prior to, and may he and his daughter rest in peace, prior to Kobe Bryant's death, I think that in his daughter's death, and the death of everyone on the helicopter, may they rest in peace as well, I held on to a lot of resentment and a lot of anger for people who I felt betrayed me and betrayed our family. And I could feel the weight of it. I could feel the weight of it under my eyes. I could feel the weight of it in my heart. I could feel the weight of it in my sleep. And I couldn't figure out what steps I needed to take in order to let it go. So I was reading a bunch of books and I was trying to figure out a path to forgiveness, and I was praying on it. And to be honest, I was still holding it. In the wake of losing all of those people so tragically, it just completely reset me. It opened my eyes, and it shouldn't take that type of tragedy to open someone's eyes, but it did take that for me, where I realized that life is so short and we only have just a few moments to be able to express love, gratitude, appreciation, and forgiveness to people who may have not done right by us. So I'm still a work in progress. I'm still working on myself. But I have to say that up until that moment, I was holding on to it, and I was holding on to it real tight, and it did not serve me any good. It didn't serve us any good.
So, pretty sure something in there is about me.
It's a little bit.
I'm not going to react to that now.
No.
This is real talk right now, as
yes,
you can tell.
Real talk.
All right, so as far as me, I'm holding on something that I need to let go of. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that I'm holding on something I need to let go of. If you know me, she doesn't know me that well.
I'm like,
she doesn't know me that well.
Is he sure?
If you know me, I'm very open with the things that have gone on in my life. I pretty much look at myself as an open book. So when I feel like there's something that's holding me back, I discuss it. I break down. I yell about it. I sometimes cry about it. Not often. Don't think you could catch me slipping. At any rate,
I'll videotape it for you guys.
For those of you who think I'm from Union, I'm not. I'm from Newark, so you can't catch me slipping. At any rate, I don't think it's things that I'm holding on to, but I do think there are some things that may be holding me back that I'm not aware of. So consciously, I don't believe there's things I'm holding on to, but subconsciously, there's likely some things that I need to let go of. So as I continue on my journey for self-improvement, self-development, to become more intelligent, to gain knowledge, to impact others, to understand how to communicate with others, I find different things out about myself. And then once I find out those things, I address them on the level that they should be addressed. So you may not know what's holding you back, or you may not know if there's something that you should let go. But do the work on yourself, because those things will open up and then you'll be able to address them. Talk to people. Don't be afraid to be open, because a lot of people are going through some of the same things that you might be going through. And it's okay to be open and be vulnerable and allow yourself to feel. And as you do that, you can kind of discover what needs to be worked on. You can discover what needs to be addressed and what needs to be cared for, what needs to be healed. And then you can be a more whole person, because if you have injuries, it causes imbalances. And with those imbalances, it causes compensations. And with those compensations, it causes broken communication, broken relationships, broken actions, and you need to try to find that balance in your life. So, those are our answers for the 3 questions.
Babe, are you sure there's nothing you gotta let go of?
So those are our answers for the 3 questions. My wife likes to be right all the time,
just checking.
She wants to. Oh, another story. She always likes to put words into my mouth to speak for me. That's actually how we met.
I'm just helping him.
Maybe one day I'll tell you that story. If you comment below. All right.
Comment below.
I'm really happy we got to talk to you all. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.